Good morning, guys. It's Monday. It's the start of a brand new week here on Hunky Dory TV, and I hope you are well, and I hope you've had a lovely weekend. If you've managed to get some crafting done, let us know in the comments. It's always nice to see what you have been up to. But when it comes to this Monday, we've got something brand new. We do have Jess is in the driving seat. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
I'm good, thanks.
Good weekend?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yes, I did have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much. It was filled with cooking and wrestling. So great weekend for myself and tidying. But when it comes to the opposite side in demonstration station, we've got the creative queen herself. Amy is in the building.
Good morning, everyone.
So much talent, Amy. We should probably explain that, eh?
Yeah, so I was just saying that tonight I'm going to the Britain's Got Talent auditions. So we were just trying to decide if I'd got a talent, basically.
You've got lots of talent, and not just
got to discover them, but you know, plenty of time.
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. But when it comes to creativeness, you've got the talent. When it comes to being very creative, and we are going to be creative with the brand new launch today.
I can't wait.
It's going to be
They're
good.
so good, aren't they? Absolutely love them. It's one of those where you're spoilt for choice, isn't it? With your demos, you're not quite sure which ones to use
Exactly.
and what to do, but they'll be good.
They're going to be good. They absolutely are. What are they then? They are our new collectible craft pads. There are 3 of them. We're going to show you them in great detail just in a moment. You've got the mythical creatures, the fairy, the gnomes, and well, you can just imagine all of the enchanting cards and projects that you're going to be able to make with them. Before we do that, it's Monday, so shall we have a look at the brand new Win It Weekly? Rightio, our Win It Weekly this week, where 4 lucky winners are going to be winning our Hunky Dory heat tool. Now this is going to be absolutely perfect for, of course, your heat embossing. It's of course going to be perfect for drying any of your inky backgrounds, your water-based backgrounds. Maybe you want to use them to speed up that drying process when it comes to your glitter paste. You're going to be able to do that. It's worth £29.99, £30 between friends, what's a penny, and it is that gorgeous purple from Hunky Dory. You do have your 2 settings, so you do have your low and then you've got your higher, and as I said, 4 lucky winners could be winning the heat tool from Hunky Dory. Now, all that you need to do to be in with the chance of winning the heat tool is answer this question that you can see right along the bottom there. That is, the world's largest pumpkin festival is located where? Japan, America, or Germany? For me, I want to say America. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
But I just think pumpkin, jack-o'-lanterns,
And
America.
Halloween, they seem to really go to town
Exactly.
with Halloween, don't they? But I don't know the answer either.
No,
know.
I don't either. If you know, think you know, let us know in the comments. And yes, at the end of the week, 4 lucky winners are going to be winning that heat tool. Right, before we have a look at the launch and go to Amy, let's have a look. Many, many, many of you, my gosh, there's lots of you watching and commenting this morning, which is lovely. Viv's in, Chloe's in, this is Facebook that I'm having a look at, Jackie's in, Linda's in, all of you are just saying good morning everyone. We've also then got Linda saying good morning, evening everyone, hope you are well. Miss last week was on a cruise. Oh my word, this is my Sunday mornings, just kind of all like repetitive each week. Good morning everyone, I'm reading all again. This is Linda, is saying, I hope you're all well. Missed last week because I was on a cruise with Jane McDonald.
Wow.
My first solo cruise, had a great time, very busy, so come home to rest. Was the actual Jane McDonald on that cruise with the filming? Or was it a cruise that you've seen with Jane McDonald? Oh, you have to let us know that one, Linda. Every Sunday morning I get up and it's on Channel 5. It's like
Yes.
back-to-back episodes.
I'd love to go on a cruise.
I would as well. Never been.
No, nor me.
Mum and stepdad have and they enjoyed it.
We do talk about crafting cruise.
The Hunky Dory cruise.
Crafting cruise, can you imagine?
Gosh, can you imagine the mess?
Can you imagine the fun?
Yeah,
We don't worry
the
about
fun
mess.
and then the mess. that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Maya saying, would love to watch you craft on Britain's Got Talent, Amy. Like to see that one as well. Our Sam's in saying good morning. Claire's in, our Claire is in as well. Lots and lots of you are in there on Facebook. YouTube, again, once again, lots of you, Fiona's in, Gail's in. What's really lovely as well is I'm really starting to recognise a lot of these names as well, which is lovely. Penny is in, looking forwards to today's shows. Wendy's in, Julie's in, you're all saying good morning and answering that week, Win It Weekly. Right, as I said, we've got a brand new collective craft pads on the show. So when it comes to some finished samples, shall we have a look? There's so many things I love about the craft pads, one of which is it's all one complete kind of collection in one pad. Toppers, background, and of course, it's got the inserts as well. Now I've got the multi-buy here. This says multi-buy number 19, and it is consistent of all three that I'm away to show you right now. It is also kind of working out, well, not kind of, it is. You're buying two and you're getting one for free. Look at the stained glass mystical worlds that you've got. Black foiling, and you're going to get all three for $29.98. If you're in the club, you're going to be $28.48, and then if you're a diamond member, you're going to be $26.98 for everything that I'm showing you here. Look at these. As I said a moment ago, you have got your black foiling in here. You have got your 4 topper sheets, 300 GSM, already die cut for you, ready to just pop out. You already know when it comes to the detail and that level of die cut from Hunky Dory, no exceptions when it comes to the craft pads. So there are your toppers, focal points, so to speak, when it comes to your cards and your projects. And then look at the backgrounds that you've got. You're going to be getting 4 of your foiled backgrounds, and then you're also going to get 4 of your pattern backgrounds that we'll see just shortly. But oh my word, these are beautiful. It's the first time that I've experienced the mystical worlds of the stained glass window. It is beautiful, and I love exactly that stained glass effect, but of course when it comes to card making. 350 GSM for the background, 300 for the toppers, going into of course the actual backgrounds now. Durable, scoreable. Quality does not change even when it comes to the craft pads. It's just, of course, all bound together for you. And then we can't have a card and a craft pad without having the inserts as well. So you've got your inserts in here, 8 of these ones, 150 GSM. No reason that you don't or can't use them on the front of your card. And that is just one of them. We've still got the other 2 to go. Maybe by the 3rd one, I'll be able to show you a lot more neater than I'm doing right now. But you have got them all contained within that craft pad. Then we've got the Fairy Decadence. You can, if you want, get them on its own, but the actual saving that you've got when it comes to the bundle is definitely the way to go. Within that one, you've got a rich gold foiling. And it's the same, you've got your 300 GSM with the toppers. Look at her. Look at her, maybe adding a little bit of glitter on there, maybe some of your additional embellishments. Or on the opposite end, you don't even need to add anything like that because you've got that gorgeousness, that decadence when it comes to the fairies, with of course the 4 topper sheets too. Then you're going to be going into your foil background. So same as before, you have got the 4 when it comes to the foil, and then you've got the 4 when it comes to the printed background. So I'm going to kind of semi-speed through these ones so you can at least get a glance of all of them, and then of course we can go across to Amy and see what she's going to be demoing with them. These ones here, still no reason why you can't run them through your embossing folders if you want to, but the whole purpose collection is about having the topper, the background, the insert all in one. nice muted backdrop too. So you can then print on these. You can then, of course, stamp onto these if you want to. And it's something that I done many years ago when I was on the design team. When it comes to the inserts, what I done a lot was actually printed onto them using my printer, because you can do that 150 GSM. And then last but by no means least, when it comes to the multi-buy of the new craft pads, you've got a bouquet of gnomes. How cool are these? Look at that one. You know what as well I love about these ones, certainly this time of the year, is the fact that we're making lots of Christmas, and sometimes we just need that little bit of a break. Sometimes we just need that little bit of a brightness, that floral break, so to speak, even if it's just for the day or just for a couple of cards. And then, of course, we can get back onto the Christmas. And you're going to be able to get that. It's going to be satisfying that itch when it comes to something floral and bright. And it's one of those items, one of those collections, one of those toppers, backgrounds, where, of course, I don't think you can ever get fed up of the gnomes. It's a good one to then, of course, go for all ages and really springtime, summertime, or even just going for that freshness throughout the winter and autumn. 300 GSM for, of course, the toppers, where you've got the 4 sheets. You've then got your 350 GSM for the foiled background, 350 for the foiled, 350 for the pattern, and then, of course, you've got 150 GSM for the inserts. That is the 3 multi-buy deluxe craft pads. It is multi-buy number 19 that we've got here today. $14.99 is what you're saving, so essentially you're buying 2, getting 1 for free. But you can get all of them, and they even give you that little index onto the back as well. Gives you that little idea at first glance what to see and what you can then, of course, make on the front. $29.98 if you are not in our club. If you are, go ahead, join across on the website, hunkydory.co.uk. $28.40 if you're in the club, and if you're a diamond member for all 3, you're going to be $26.98, and you're going to be able to make so many beautiful cards. Now, that one, of course, being the multi-buy of your deluxe pad. Shall we have a quick look at just the stained glass window? I keep saying window. I automatically want to say window at the end of the stained glass. That one there with that beautiful black foiling, isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to go through it all, but we can see within here with, of course, that black foiling. That one, if you want to go for it on its own, $14.99 or 20. Where's the 20 come from? I'm adding a tenner. It's not 20. Start that one again. $14.99 if you're in the club. $14.24. And then if you're a diamond member, you're going to be $13.49. Now, what I'll do is once we come back from Amy, I will show you some additional finished samples up close, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're going to do, Amy.
Okay, so we are going to start with that gorgeous stained glass mystical words, and we've got to go with the pink.
The pink. Pink
yes.
and black.
It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Anyone, there was a few comments on our Hunky Dory video, you know, the pumpkin painting we did.
Yes.
Obviously mine was pink.
Mm-hmm. Yours was awesome. They were all awesome, but yours was just so cool.
I just couldn't not use the pink. So we're just going to use this topper. So I'm just going round. You don't have to do this, but I just like to make sure, just getting rid of any of those sort of pips that have just held it into the pad. But these pads are just so handy, aren't they? Because they're just easy to store as well, aren't they? And you've got everything that you need in one. So right. We're going to come back to this because we'll use the sentiments and things like that. So to start off with, we need some, I'm using our black adorable scoreable cardstock, and this is 7x6. And what we're going to do is just cut a frame into here that is 1 inch deep. Okay. So if we just line it up with the 1 inch on here, and then try not to put my head in the way. So we'll just cut that score line for now, and then just do the same all the way around. So if you haven't got dies, rectangular dies, or if they don't quite, not quite the size that you want, this is where your trimmer comes in perfectly to cut those apertures. So let's just go.
It's one of those things, Amy. I'm a guillotine user, But I've always said, and I have pretty much all of my crafty career, that every crafter needs a paper trimmer for the fact of, you know, one, it's a good way to start, but two, what you're doing now, you can't do with a guillotine.
No. See, but then I do quite like guillotine as well, so we've got both, haven't we, Craig?
We have, yeah. I think I've kind of adopted the Office's large one.
I think you have, yeah.
I am going to be buying my
I've got
my
the
own
smaller one.
Yeah, I like the small one as well, but I'm going to be buying my own large guillotine.
So what I do with this, instead of going further than you need to go, I always think it's better to just cut it with your trimmer, just maybe slightly shorter, and then you can just go in with your scissors and just trim the rest down, just so that you know you're going to get those perfect corners there. So just take that one. And there you go. So there you've got your perfect frame.
And you would think a die cutter's cut that, wouldn't you?
Yes, yeah. It's just so simple. And then what I've done exactly the same again. And we're going to stick them together because we want them to be quite sturdy. So if we stick the two together using our construction glue, we know it's going to give us the strength that we need for the front of our card. So just going all the way around.
I really wish a number of years ago, those that don't know, spent lots of time in hospital. When I was going through that spell years ago, really wish craft pads were a thing.
Yes.
Because just some adhesives, and then of course you could have been crafting away.
Crafting away.
'Cause you don't get a lot of room at the table in a hospital bed,
yes,
do you?
but you don't need them with
you
these.
Don't, no.
So they're perfect with that. Like if you've got a caravan, like I used to have a caravan, and sort of I could never go like a few days without doing
Itchy
some
fingers,
crafting.
you want to make something, don't you?
Yeah. So to have these as well, and just to have it all, isn't it? You've got the top of the cardstock, the insert. So we're just going to leave that to, sort of stick together, and then we are going to use this gorgeous sheet. And I'm not actually using any of this with that topper. So this could be another card. All you'd need is a sentiment here.
Yeah.
And that's another card. So we're using the rest of the paper. And then all I've done is just cut from that another frame that we are just going to sort of mat and lay out onto there. So let's use, we can use our tape runner for this. Because it's a construction make, poor Jess was running around the studio while you were talking, Craig, trying to find some thick red liner tape for me. So we're just going to come in. So let me just measure the width of this one. So this is 7/8 wide. So just cut it 2 notches down from this one, and then just to create that frame. Just making sure it is central.
And it's a good way to see how you've cut that aperture, because I am a fan of a box frame when it comes to making projects.
Yes.
And yeah, you can get them inexpensively, but sometimes you want a little bit more of a different aperture shape.
Yes, yeah.
And what a great way to do your
Yeah.
own.
So now we've got the 2 pieces of Adorable Scoreable and that Adorable Scoreable printed cardstock. So now you can see that is really going to have the strength that we need. So we're going to put that to one side, and then we need to cut our other pieces. So let me double check the size of this. So this is 6 inches here. So we need to cut another 3 pieces, but we're not going to do it at 6 inches. We're going to do it just 2 notches, so it will be 5 7/8. And we'll be able to get, oh no, we'll have to use another sheet. So 5.
So close, but so far.
Always the way.
It is.
So all of these are 5 7/8. So you need 3 of these, and then we need to cut them to the exact same length. So this is 7. So we need to cut them all to 7. So just bring in.
Although I don't really watch Strictly, you just saying that reminded me of Len. Was it Len a number of years ago? It would
Len
go-
Goodman.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
just shout
7. Yeah.
Because my gran loved them.
I do really like Strictly, yeah.
I was going to watch it again I say again, I didn't watch it the week before, and I was going to watch it on Saturday there, and then I heard Stephen Dennis wasn't in it because he wasn't well. So I thought, I'm not going to watch.
I know, I hope he's back next week. So one of these is your background, so you need to put that to one side. So with these 2 pieces here, let's grab our score tool. So along the 7-inch line, we need to score at 1 1/4 and 3 1/2 on both. So the 3 1/2 is sort of your halfway, isn't it? And then your 1 1/4. And then we're going to do exactly the same here, 1 1/4, and then your 3 1/2. So let's move the score tool out of the way. And then it is really important that we really burnish these score lines.
Okay.
So let's just go in.
As always, I'm intrigued to see where you're going with this.
So am I. I'm just trying to work out, make sure I've got the right, yeah, that's it. And then that one. So both mounting folds on these. So I come up with these ideas.
It's always the case of, where are you going with this? And then that end result
Story
is
of my
like,
life, Craig.
it's like, wow.
Where are you going with this?
Where's she going?
Right, so we've got those 2 pieces. So now we can bring in our back panel, and then we are just going to attach these onto here. So I was trying to open it quietly as well while you were talking, and I thought, oh, no, I'll just wait till you're finished. So these are going to go, and we need to put this. So your 1 1/4 tab, we need to put our tape onto. So I think we'll put 2 lots onto there just to make sure we are really going to stick that down. It's just hanging over slightly there. And then we'll do exactly the same with this one.
Well, Donna is watching myself and yourself from my sunbed in Tunisia.
Oh my gosh. Don't make us jealous.
No, I know.
How lovely.
Isn't that nice?
But how brilliant the world that we now live in.
Exactly.
That you're able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, half my luggage when I used to go abroad when I was younger was my CD player. Mm-hmm. You know, like with your Walkman, and like a ton of CDs or cassette tapes. And now it's so easy. So what we need to do, we just need to attach these onto this part here. So let's take off our red liner. So like I say, because it's a sort of a construction make, we need to use, it's advised to use your red liner tape. So this we just need to put right up to the edge here. Like so, and again, just burnish it. So that is what we've got so far.
Okay.
And then we're going to do exactly the same with the other one.
Remember when you're like your CD Walkman, if you had it clipped to yourself and you'd walk, and then if you went up a step or it had a knock or something and it just kind of paused?
Yes.
And then found its way again.
Yeah. It's so good, wasn't it? So this needs to join up with here. So what we can do is just line it up, and it should, there we go.
Linda's watching from Aldi's car park. That's what you mean about technology. It's great, isn't it?
I know, it's so good. So we just cut that tiny slither off there that we can see. But I just wanted to make sure that it sort of joins in the middle here. So that is what you've got now. And then we have got that frame that is going to sit on the front.
Okay.
So what we need to do is these are going to slide out to reveal the image inside. So we need to put some tabs onto these. So let's grab, I think if we do them I think let's try at 1 inch with these ones.
You're starting Monday off with a bang, Amy.
Well, I was just enjoying crafting yesterday. I did all the ironing in the morning, and then I thought I'm just going to sit and just enjoy crafting. Coming up with some ideas, just trying things out. Did a bit more to my never-ending advent calendar.
Is it getting anywhere near the end?
No, of course it's not, Craig.
Of course.
Well, you know,
silly Craig.
it's a work in progress. We're only in October.
Well, that's true. We've still got ages yet.
Plenty of time.
Ages.
My husband was like, does that need to be done for tomorrow? And I was like, no, we're all good. It's not for the show.
I think we were kind of both the same yesterday, because what I was working on Friday, I had lots of ideas, so I went back into my craft room yesterday.
Yeah, and that's a nice thing, isn't
yeah.
it? That's what, you know, that's what we do as crafters. So what we want to do now is put these behind here. So instead of scoring them, I'm just going to fold them over, because we want the panel to move. So let me hold it up so you can see. So you're still going to have that bit of gap in there, so the card can move around. Whereas if you score it, you don't really get that. So it's important just to sort of wrap them around, and then we are going to stick them onto here. So let's take that, and then you'll see that will fit perfectly just in that part there. Are you with me?
I am with you. I am with you. You know what? I've seen kind of sliding mechanisms and that, but I've never kind of worked out how it's done. So personally, that's why I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
Well, we thought we'll give it a go. So let's put our red liner tape on there. Hope that one's enough.
Diane's saying, I'm watching from bed. Can't party all weekend like I used to. I know that
Oh,
feeling.
no.
Know that feeling.
Was it worth it, though?
Well, that's the thing, eh?
So we're just going to come in now and then just put this and put it right up to that edge there. And then you can see you've just got that tiny bit of space there. And then we're going to do the same with the other one. So let's just try and get it so it's about equal. It doesn't matter, you're not going to see it, but just so that we can. So wrap that one around there, and then that one around that one. And then again, just add in your red liner tape in.
I think that's the great thing as well, where you were saying with technology and that nowadays there's so many ideas out there, isn't there?
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like accessible straight away, isn't it, to people?
You know, you've still got, you know, your magazines, and they always will be. You know, look how popular our Crafting with Hunky Dory is. But having all of, you know, your Pinterest, or even just Yahoo and typing in card makes.
Oh yeah, magazines are still one of my absolute favourites. And I think our one, not being biased, but probably am, the value that you get and the amount that you get in there. Every time we get the free gifts to make cards with, I'm like, you sure this is all the free gift? Like, so much of it. So then we're going to come in and place that onto the front there. So we need to decorate these up first. Because these are going to pull through here, I wouldn't recommend using cardstock, because I think it's going to make them too thick. So what we are going to do, we're going to use the insert on the front.
Well, we say that. You don't just have to use them for the insert.
So let's grab our insert. So let's just measure, it was 6. So if we cut this down to 3 notches, 2 notches under the 6. And then our panels are 3.5, is that right, Craig? Yeah, 3.5. So
yes, that's right. You beat me to it.
Let's cut it. I think we can just about get this in if we cut it there. and then 2 notches. Let's just cut it there, and then just there, and then we've just about got that in. So this one is going to go onto here. So let's do, that needs to be a bit shorter. Do 5 3/4 on that one, and then we'll just do another one in the plain. I was going to say plain, it's still printed, isn't it? 5 3/4. And then we might use this one in the back.
Okey-doke.
Back. So these are going to go onto here like this. So we'll use our tape runner for these.
Lynn is asking, I didn't want to interrupt you when you were saying the measurements
all right.
there. Lynn is asking, what was the glue that you used?
Our construction glue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You'll find them all on the website.
It is. I think I'm finding I'm using it more and more, the construction glue.
Yeah.
With all the sort of 3D projects and sort of construction cards that I'm making, I tend to, that's kind of a go-to. Red liner tape's great as well. It just doesn't give you that wiggle room, does it?
No, that's the only
No
thing,
room for error with red liner tape.
Yeah. It's the same thing that I always say. As much as I'm a massive fan of foam pads, and I probably always will be, there is always, it's never a negative, it's just there's one thing over another. And the great thing with foam pads, it's instant, but on the other hand, the downside of foam pads is it's instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have that wiggle room unless you put the little bit of glue stick on the back.
Yeah, I mean, the glue stick trick's a really good idea. And look
Yeah.
at that, it was as if I'd planned it and I genuinely hadn't. But that is going to fit perfectly into the back there. So we can save all of that other card stock, this piece here,
Nice.
for another card. Which is another nice thing to do with these Deluxe Craft Pads. Challenge yourself to see how many cards you can make with it. Or maybe start with your more sort of, what I would class as sort of extravagant makes. You know where you do like your 8x8s and all that, and then really try and use up every
It's a good tip,
every
actually, yeah.
aspect of it.
Just picking up on what Janice is saying, she's saying, my mind is blowing, lol. My crafting skills are definitely not up to this. Janice, what I would say...
Oh, they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Genuinely, honestly.
And the thing is, afterward, I know lots of people love to, of course, watch live, but then afterwards, what you can then just do is either just save it, you know, keep a hold of this, and then just have fun and just follow Amy's steps. She's been giving you the measurements, and of course, you've then got the actual pictorial video to be watching too. So absolutely, Janice, you can do it.
Definitely. And just give it a go. Like we always say, it's paper, isn't it? It's, you know, cardstock. So all I'm doing now is just tucking these parts into these. So it's a bit fiddly, but once you get the first one in, we can do the second one. So let's just move it round a bit, I think. Stick that one into there. And that one will sit. It will go in. So you might just need, and I think what happens with these is the more you do them, the more you mess with them, the easier they become to open up. So there you've got those, and then if you just, what you can do is, let me bring this one in. In my trial one, is just cut a couple of circles, like semicircles in there, so that it's easier to pull these out. So you can go back in if you've got a circle punch. You know, you can do that. But with this one, what we are going to do is just pull it this way, and then, as I say, the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Well, it kind of refines the fibres on the edge of the card. It's like a penny slider or that, once it gets going.
Yeah, so all we need to do now is just to put our topper in that centre there, and she is going to fit perfectly just in that background. So again, because it folds, this will go in flat, because you don't want too much dimension in that centre as well. So
It's like you're watching the stage. The curtains have opened. It'll be you at Britain's Got Talent tonight.
can you imagine? They need some more acts to do something.
Yeah.
Do fire eating or tightrope walking.
Was it last year where they said it was unplanned, but someone was in the crowd and they just shouted to Simon?
Yes, that could be me. What
Yeah.
what song shall I sing?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah. What can you sing?
Nothing, Craig. That's the answer.
No.
I literally could not. So we're just taking the border strip from that pad as well, so from that page. And we're not going to need to use all of it, so this is going to go across here. Let's just trim it off.
This is looking snazzy. Actually, Elaine Ward has said, oh, and then in big capitals, wow, 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 Amy.
Oh, thank you. This glass mat is so sticky. Don't know what. Let's just hold that up. You can just trim it to size, but I just sometimes just do it by size. So you've got that there, and then the last thing we need to do is just add a sentiment. So let's go with this one here. So we've got that nice little one that will go down the side, and then I think we could put our birthday wishes one is going to fit perfectly on there. So this one, because it's on the outside and not going to interfere with any of the mechanisms, we can use foam pads for it. I can't make a whole card without a foam pad, can I?
Definitely not. If you did, I think I'd have to come along and just stick a foam pad on somewhere.
Just
for the
right.
sake of it.
So that is going to go at the top there, and then this one we'll just put in at the bottom. I did also see when I was watching the videos yesterday of this one where they'd put sort of panels in here as well, so you could really create that 3D scene.
You could, couldn't you? Yeah.
So, I mean, expect to see that one in the near future.
That'll be good to see. Looking forward to it.
I'm bound to have a try at that. So let's just put this.
When you do the test ones out, do you just do them on like an inexpensive card, or will you do it on a good quality card?
I still tend to do it on good quality card, if
Yeah.
I'm honest, but just, yeah, white, or that one I'd got the craft card out, so I just tended to use that. But yeah, so that, and then you can see those are going to go in, and then they're going to open out and then reveal. That gorgeous, and look at the depth that you've got in there as well. But you can change up the measurements. So I had to change the measurements for make sure I could fit the topper in the centre as well. But you can see how it just all then just closes up and joins up in the middle, and it folds.
Yeah,
relatively flat as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
So you've gone from all of that depth to relatively
To being
flat.
able to put it in a normal envelope, isn't it? Really, yeah. Which is what we like.
And that's what all of you like at home as well. Lisa's saying, I can't wait to try it. Jackie's saying, Amy, this card is awesome. Viv is saying, this card is stunning, Amy. Linda's saying, stunning card, Amy. That's on Facebook. Kim on YouTube is saying, stunning card. Robin's saying, fab card. Penny's in, Cheryl's in, Fiona's in, all saying how much that is a fab card. Absolutely
thank you.
awesome. So,
give it a try. It's such fun.
yeah, and they're still coming all the way through saying fab cards. Really, really are. Shall we show you some other finished examples of the cards as to what you can then be creating, because they really, really are beautiful. Maybe adding your own little bit of acetate in there, going in and fussy cutting when it comes to the background cards. That would be cool. Having that mystical worlds there. Just going in, folding them back, adding your topper in. Gets the best of both worlds from the background and the topper. I mean, look at that one there. Oh, funny enough, it's an Amy one. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And then having, of course, that black foil in just bursting from the card. And then you've got that one there. Another little bit of fussy cutting that you've got going in there. but capturing the background and the topper at the same time with the adorable scoreable and then that black foiling. So that's just your mystical worlds. We'll show you the other ones just shortly of the finished samples. But before we do that, we need to announce the rollover winner from Members Week, don't we? Look at this.
I can't look at the prizes.
Exactly.
Craig, they've got your guillotine in there.
That might go missing. Joking, joking. Look at all that. One lucky person is going to be winning all of this. What's it, about £500?
Yeah, imagine that arriving on your doorstep.
Exactly. And knowing that you've not paid a penny for it and it's coming your way. Look at all that. You've got
stamps,
decollage,
yeah.
stamps,
Little
masks.
books, pocket pads.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So, the lucky winner that is, of course, going to be winning that, Kim
Yeah,
Allen.
well done,
Way!
Kim. Woo!
As you said, Amy, imagine that big box of goodies.
That knock on the
turning
door.
up. That's it.
And you've not paid for it.
No.
Oh, well
You
done,
can get
Kim.
playing, you can get creating.
I wonder if Kim's in the chat. Let us know.
I know, I've not seen her name pop up. It's things like that, I think it's always lovely as well. If their name's in it and you see their excitement, and then sometimes if they're not watching and they hear later on,
yes.
and it's that excitement as well. So yes, well done, Kim. Jess, does Kim need to do anything?
I think Lisa's sorting it.
Lisa will be
It'll
sorting
be fine.
it. Yes.
If Lisa's sorting it, it'll be fine.
Do not worry, Kim. We are all over it. Just a massive, massive congratulations on winning £500 worth of hunky-dory stuff. Absolutely awesome. Now, talking about awesome, shall we have another look at some of the craft pads that we've got? Let's start with the Fairy Decadence that we've got here. Now, they are part of that multi-buy. But if you want to get it on its own, you can absolutely do that. $14.99 or $14.24 if you're in the club. If you're a Diamond member, you're going to be $13.49. Where you're going to be getting your 4 topper sheets, you are then going to be getting your 4 foiled backgrounds, your 4 pattern backgrounds, and then your 8 inserts. So beautiful, rich gold foiling. You can see that shimmer of that reflection just bursting off the topper sheets. 300 GSM for the topper sheets. Then we're going into the background where you've got that accent foil. These ones being, of course, your 350. It's all adorable scoreable. And then your inserts, that's going to be 150 GSM. But to get all of this, whether you're going for the multi-buy or even just individually, Amy, getting the whole pad for, even if you're not in the club, $14.99.
Yes, and you can see from the makes, can't you, the stunning cards that you are going to be able to make, whether it's your sort of your larger showstopper cards, making sort of notelet sets.
That's it.
And adding the inserts if you make to sell. Obviously, you can add, I think people, it's kind of like 50p extra, isn't it, for an insert. So if you think all of this in here,
It really is fab. And going on what Amy said there, if you do put the inserts in, please do not put them in without adding a few extra pennies, 50p, maybe even £1 on them, just because you've got that insert, because it adds it to that next level. So that one being your Fairy Decadence, if you want to grab hold of that one. But if you want to go for a bouquet of gnomes, you can go for that one. Now, when it comes to the quantities, exactly the same. You've got your 4 topper sheets, you've then got your 4 foiled backgrounds, 4 pattern backgrounds, and then your 8 of your inserts as well. These are so happy, so smiley, so bright, and even, I haven't even touched upon it, the space that gets filled when it comes to the die-cut toppers. All of your additional sentiments as well. Although if you've then got all of your die-cut sentiment pads, banner pads, all of those, start to incorporate them if you want to. Makes them go even further. But chopping it down on a card blank with, of course, a sentiment, and you know the recipient is going to be absolutely loving it. And I think if it's sitting on the mantelpiece, anyone that comes in are going to be smiling at the make, because it just is a beautiful brightness of fun. Inserts matching the backgrounds that you can then pop into the cards, or as Amy showed you, using them on the front of the cards, you can absolutely do that, no problem whatsoever. So that one being your bouquet of gnomes, and then what I'll do is I've got some finished examples to show you from both the pads here. So that one as well, if you want to grab hold of that one, you can do that at $14.99. Let's then go, so there's our fairies, Decadence of Fairies. Look at these ones. Isn't she? Actually, it reminds me a little bit of Taylor Swift.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I can see Taylor Swift there. Yeah. Opulence at the moment. That's that earworm all weekend.
Oh, I've still not heard it yet.
Oh, have you not?
No.
I would advise you don't listen to it.
Okay.
Because it'll be stuck. It's a brilliant song.
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, it reminded me of Taylor there. And then, look at that one. Going in with your twisted easels as well. Great way of using these smaller toppers with the background. This sort of thing is what you could have done with your leftover, isn't it?
Yes,
This
definitely.
sort of
yeah,
full
perfect.
backdrop. Yeah,
And then just as I use the a sentiment on there. Yeah.
can do that. Then, of course, going into a bouquet of gnomes, going in with the Z Fold card. Another take on an easel, which is really smart, that you can see there, just with that mechanism there, folded bit of card, and then with the toppers as well. Oh, look at that one. Oh, so that one, that's really smart. I actually done something similar, funny enough, with something that'll be coming up in the not too distant future. Great way to be using them. So if you want to go for the multi-buy, giving you all three of the pads, you can do that, $29.98 or $28.48 if you're in the club. If you are a Diamond member, that comes down-
Dollars.
Did I say dollars? Did I?
It did, didn't they? Yeah.
It's too much American wrestling, that's what it is. I've got the American in my mind. $29.98, £28.48, or if you are a Diamond member, £26.98. Did I say all pounds then, or did I say dollars again? I did say pounds. I did say pounds. Phew. Right here, while I get my dollars and my pounds sorted, do you want to say, see what Amy's about to
Yeah,
make?
so we are going to start with the bouquet of gnomes, and we're going to use the gorgeous, the yellows in here. And also, let me grab it, this topper here. Look at him. So again, we'll take the topper out and then we'll come back with the sentiments afterwards.
Okey-doke.
I've brought in, with this one, we are going to use some of our green Adorable Scoreable, just because I think it brings in sort of greens and yellows, is really sort of spring-like. So you will need 2 sheets of this, and I have cut it, and it is 10 by 8. And then if we have a look at the scores here, so I have scored at 1 inch, 2.5 inches, 3.5 inches, 5 inches and 5.5 inches. And then we are going to fold these over. So this is one of my favourite, I keep sticking, card styles. This is actually from one of our handbooks.
Okay.
And it's one of those sort of go-to card styles that I really like. So just make sure you burnish all of
It's
those.
interesting that, isn't it? I think we've all got a style that we go to, we gravitate to,
Definitely, yeah. So they're all mounting folds, and then that very last one we need to fold the other way. Mind you, showing that Z fold one, Craig. I've not done one of those for, I can't remember.
Have you
the
not?
last time I did a Z fold card. So you can see that is what we want to happen. So all we need to do is add some of our red liner tape. I'm going to try the thickest one, but I think it might be, oh no, might just.
I'm trying to think, what did we launch the other week there, and I'd done a Z fold card with it? Oh, I can't think now, but...
I can't remember, I genuinely haven't done one for ages.
Yeah.
So.
Could be to change the subject, but a lot of love for your glasses, Amy.
Oh, thank you everyone. I usually wear contact lenses, you see, and then I ordered some new glasses, and then I thought, I'm just going to try them.
Yeah, a lot of people loving them.
So, I think what we might do with this one, actually, you know, sometimes you just need to cut a real tiny slither off, don't you? Just so it lies properly inside. So if we then fold that now, and then fold this one over.
Have us at Hunky Dory, have we ever done printed and foiled parchment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was ringing a bell there. It's just Faith Berry is asking, Faith Berry saying, "Morning, Hunky Dory Crafts. Just wondering if you've ever thought about offering printed and foiled parchment. It would be incredible printed with the stained glass images with black foiling. Please tell me it's possible." So if we've done something like that in the past,
We did the Christmas ones, didn't we?
The Chris.
oh, the white
Yeah,
foil, yes,
and we've
you're
done
right.
the sentiments parchment, but then we did the Christmas scenes on parchment. So is that what she's asking? Whether
think-
you could? So whether you could? Is it whether you could do printed parchment? So the images printed on parchment and then put black foiling on them.
Mm-hmm.
We can ask the question.
We can
Yeah.
ask the question. We can absolutely do that, Faith.
I mean,
Sure, Ellen will be watching.
yeah. So just add in. So I've done 2 of these, and then we are just going to attach them together. So let's just take the backing off here. So again, line that down. I have just cut a tiny bit off there, just so it gives that score line enough room to just move around. And then what we're going to do, if you lay those 2 together, then that is the look that you get. So like a column card. So let's use our construction glue for this part, because we can leave it to dry whilst we are doing all of our mats and layers.
Just while you're doing that, I'm going to ask Jess. Jess, was I meant to say about the giveaway before Amy started her demo?
No,
It's after the demo. That's fine. If you fancy another giveaway, then stay tuned. I shall fill you all in after Amy's done her demo.
Exciting.
Mm.
And it's a giveaway today, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll announce the winner and everything today. So
That's it.
that's always good as well. So then you've got that column card that is going to stand up. So we need our mats and layers. So I'm brought in our gold mirror. So these are 1.5. So we'll do 2 notches under the 1.5 to start with. And then we'll need to open this out because we need them to be 2 notches under the 8. So 2 notches under the 8. And then what I'm going to do, if I cut these 2 notches under the 8, and then I know that all my others are going to be the same then. So we need some that are 1 inch. So the side panels that I'm going to decorate as well are 1 inch. So we're going to take 2 notches under the 1 for those 2. And then the last 2 we need are 1/2. So if we go this way this time, and then do 2 notches under the 1/2. There we go. So we've got all of our matte layers there with our mirror, and then we're going to bring in this one. So we need these to be 1 1/4. So if these were the other way round, so if these panels were this way, I would definitely turn it into a stepper card.
Yeah,
It's kind of the go-to, isn't
yeah.
it, when we have those?
When you've got those kind of symmetrical panels on
Yeah.
each side, yeah.
So we've got those, and then we've got 1 inch. So I'm going to just trim along there, and then these need to be 3/4 of an inch, just so we've got some decorative panels on the side as well.
Okay.
So again, just cutting that tiny part off there, and then if we do 3/4 there. And then I think the last thing we need to do, let's just cut the last panel, which is the centerpiece, and I can't remember what the measurement was, so let's double check. I think it was, yeah, 4.5. So we'll go in 2 notches under the 4.5, and then we'll use this. So this one needs to be 4.25 by 7.75. And then I think we've got all our elements done. So that piece is going to sit, let's bring our card back in the centre there. Then we've got our 2 panels that we've got on the side here, and then these are going to have florals in, and then we've got the ones for the side as well. So let's stick all of these down. So using our tape runner for this.
And this just really does go to show, as well as other things that you make, how, or the scale of going from simplicity of just folding the background, popping the topper in if you're a beginner, or that opposite end by really chopping them down and adding them as borders and panels, and going to that opposite end of the scale. But
that's the nice thing about it, isn't it?
It is.
We were saying that about another product last week. I think it might have been the little books. They're perfect for all crafters.
Yes.
Whether you're just starting out and you just, you know, you haven't got many supplies, you just want to mat and layer the little books onto card blanks, you can do that and they look stunning. But then if you do want to, if you've got your nesting dies, you're into your fussy cutting. I know you're not a fan of it, Craig, fussy cutting.
No, not a big fan at all. Dread it. And that's fine.
It's one of your favourites, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love it.
So these just need to be cut down to 7.75. Just making sure. And then these 2 here.
We have something very soon that's been a combined effort between Kim and Sarah and Al a little bit. I know it's launching very soon, and we've all fallen in love with it, haven't we? But yeah, Amy's like, what are you talking about? What we were talking about this morning. Well, I'm going to say pocket pads.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. Probably still said too much. I wish you could have seen Amy's face as she's looking at me going, what are you talking about?
I had that very confused look. Yeah, but that just goes to show how many new products, things we have around the office, doesn't it? Like, every day is.
And then this is where you can build around them with exactly things that you're doing just now.
So let's just add that onto there. So that is going to sit onto that one. I think this pad's great for this time of year because so many of us doing our Christmas crafting and the darker nights. I feel like with this one it's just really uplifting, isn't it? And just a reminder that spring and summer.
You see, I'm not wishing it away just yet. We've just got the dark nights.
Oh, okay.
I love the dark nights.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I love the summer and I love the heat. I take after my mum. But I do also love the dark nights. On the couch, wrapped within the throw or the blanket and watching, well, spooky things on TV.
Yeah. So just making sure, I was just checking my flowers are up the right way. But I think they can go anyway, can't they? There we go, let's put it that way. So just adding these onto the columns there, and then we'll just do those side pieces.
Which reminds me, I need to talk to Jess after the show. I finished watching a show on Prime called The Girlfriend. We were talking about it last week. So we need to.
Do you know what? I wanted
discuss
to
it.
watch that, and then they watched it on Gogglebox.
I fast forwarded.
Oh,
like,
did
'cause
you?
I watched Gogglebox
So I
after.
literally, Friday's Gogglebox, they showed you what happened at the end, didn't
Yeah.
they? So I was kind of, there's no point watching it now.
Yeah, I watched.
It did look good
Gogglebox
though, just
on
from the.
Saturday, and then when they came to that bit, I fast forwarded it.
Yeah,
But it is good.
it did look good. So just adding these onto the sides here. You can decorate the back as well, which we won't do today, but if you wanted to do it so it's decorated on the back as well, you can do. So just double checking how I've done it to make sure it matches.
Donna said, which is really, really true, there's just something about gnomes. She says they just bring a smile to everyone's face.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They just look like really friendly characters, don't they? And then these panels here, I'm just going to put into there. I actually really like having, let's use Dotty, just mirror on the inside there, because I think it just reflects on what you've got on here. So let's just add that.
Liking how this is coming out.
And then we can go in with our topper then. So just making sure you're not getting it on those score lines. So then you can see you've got that card, and then you just need to sort of, that's it, turn it round. It's the aircon that's blowing mine over. And then we are going to put this in the centre here. So we will take out that middle frame. And I think we'll save that because you can use it with, you know, the printed cardstock that's got images on. You can almost create your own toppers, can't you? If you,
could,
you know, and just use that gold frame as well. So that can go on there, and then this one we'll be able to put on with our foam pads. And then the last thing we want to do in the pad, we have got another sheet here. So we are going to use a bit of this one, but only a tiny bit. So we will take, so we just want, let's do it from the top, and then we are saving. So I've just taken that part, but you can see how much you've got left, all of that you're going to be able to use. And then we are just going to put this across the front here as well. So this will need to be 7.5.
It's lovely to see a familiar name popping up. Shadiah is saying, morning, Craig, and the lovely Amy. It's nice to catch you live, Craig. Thank you, Shadiah. It's lovely to have your company here this morning.
So we're doing 2 notches under the 7.5. And then this one needs to be, let me measure it, 1 1/4. 1 1/4. It's my favourite thing, reading all the comments.
Yeah, that's
I
funny enough, that's
absolutely
what I'm
love
doing,
it when
yeah.
I'm presenting. And then 2 notches under the 7.5.
I've got a question come through. I'm not sure if we can answer it right this moment. I'm going to read it out though, and just see. It's Diana's saying, just going back to the very popular Bobble Buddies, what were the measurements of the plastic mould? I don't think we've got one here.
We measured it on the show. I think it was just under
12?
centimetres.
Just under 12 centimetres.
I'm sure it was
width.
12.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So we're just going to add tape just onto the ends here so we can attach this on. So let's just
Just so smart.
hold it up. That's about right. Yeah. So and also having that there just gives you a bit more stability as well on there. So let's just put this on with this, and then we can add foam pads to the topper, and then we are nearly done.
How was the fireworks? You went to the fireworks, didn't you? At the weekend?
Really good.
Really
It
good.
was the Blackpool do a World Championships of fireworks, so there was 3 countries competing this year. So it's like every fortnight,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it was Canada's turn. They were really good. Yeah, it was really busy as well, which was nice to see.
Imagine.
I think because the weather was okay, like it was like coat weather, but you didn't have to have your coat done up. You know,
No.
like it wasn't windy. It was, yeah, it was really good.
All these things I can't wait for when I'm actually permanently here.
Definitely. There's always lots to do. So that's going to go on there, and then we just need our sentiments, and then we are done. Look at these, they're so lovely. So that one says, have a beautiful day. And then we've got to use this one. There's Gnome one like you. And then we can put that in the centre there.
This is a lovely comment, Amy. Colleen is saying, Craig and Amy make the right couple for a Monday morning. Or any time, really.
Ah, thank you.
It's a lovely one.
I think like because we sit next to each other as well, like we have a laugh,
We
don't
do,
we? We
yeah.
get on, yeah.
We could be the new Susanna Reid and Ed Balls.
I don't mind that pairing.
I like them. I
Yes,
genuinely like
yeah,
them.
I'm all right with that pairing.
I do.
Let's put this in the middle here. And then the last one we're going to put at the top.
Should I saying, Craig, are you moving? Yes, I am.
Yay!
I am indeed. I am just waiting for the date to get my keys. Let's not open up that wound. Taking forever.
Tell me about
take your
it.
nose, but
Yeah.
Yep. So yes, I am, and I shall be local.
And then that is going to go.
Get in the office Monday to Friday and annoy these guys.
Oh no, but you can't beat a Friday in the office. It's all good. And there you've got your
That
gorgeous.
is so smart.
And then what you can do is cut your insert and just put it into that panel there as well, maybe on some gold mirror. But just, again, another one where you're creating dimension and just another way of being able to use that pad.
That is so, so smart. And already comments coming in, flying in, just saying how much of a stunning that card is. Shadiah, Carol, Diane, Sam, Lorraine, Linda, Robin, Joy, Nana Kim, Penny, all saying fantastic. Lots more of you saying exactly the same. Right, let's have a recap when it comes to this multi-buy of our brand new Deluxe Craft Pads here. We are going to be getting all 3 of them. Now, I'm not going to flick through every single page, flick through a few. If you're just joining us, you can always go back afterwards and see all that's included, but you have got that gorgeous black foil in. You're going to be getting 4 topper sheets, which are 300 GSM. You're then going to be getting 8 of your black foil print, which is beautiful. So you're getting 4 of them ones, and then 4 of the printed background. So if I bring them in just a few more, so you've got 4, 4, and 4. And then I'm going to be showing you just a couple of the inserts. So this one being the Mythical World. So if I turn that one around, there you go. So 4 topper sheets, you've got 4 foiled backgrounds, 4 printed backgrounds, and then you've got 8 of your inserts. Then you've got a bouquet of gnomes. So all 3 of these, being multi-buy number 19, you're going to be getting for $29.98, or if you're in the club, $28.48. If you're a diamond member, that means then you're going to get all 3 of them for $26.98. So it's working out that you're saving $14.99, and the other way to think about it is you are saving, or you are buying 2, and then you're going to be getting 1 for free, and then it also show you just 1 of the inserts that you're going to be getting as well. So that shows you on the back as well at a glance. That's just 2 of them. Also got that 3rd one to be showing you as well, which is the Fairy Decadence that you've got there. Now, this is the one that Amy demoed with to start with. So exactly the same. They're all the same when it comes to the quantities. The toppers are 300 GSM. You've got your background cards, foiled and printed, which is going to be your 350 GSM, and then you've got your inserts, which is an uncoated 150 GSM, and then you've got 8 different ones of those ones. £29.98 or £28.48 if you are Diamond member, £26.98, and that is for all 3 of them that you can see within that bundle there. So if you want to cherry pick, you can absolutely do that on Hunky Dory's website, but the value is always going to be within that brand new multi-buy with the brand new craft pads. Right, Amy, giveaway. Am I letting everyone know? Yes? Yeah? Did I say Amy? I meant Jess. Dollars and different names. Rightio. So we're going to be giving away the cards and the projects that were made on the show last week. So everything that you'll have seen made on the shows last week on Hunky Dory TV, we're going to be giving them away. Now, to be in with the chance of winning them, and this is just, is it within this show as well?
Within this demo that Amy's going to do.
Within this demo, you need to, of course, comment the word giveaway. So within this demo, live, 13 minutes past 11, comment giveaway, and at the end of the demo, pick one name out and you're going to win all the cards and projects that were made last week. That being said, let's head straight back to Amy and we'll see what she's going to do.
Okay, so we're going to use the Fairy Decadence. We're going to do a 6x6 card.
Okay.
Get me.
Check you
I
out.
know. It's going to be small but mighty.
As always.
So I've cut 2 pieces of gold mirror down, just 2 notches under the 6 for our mats and layers, and then we are going to come in. We're going to use this gorgeous circle topper here. It's going to sit lovely on there, and then we're also going to use this cardstock as well. So let's bring in our trimmer to cut this down. Jess, you know the giveaway, the projects, are you including the Halloween show? Yes. Yes. Wow.
Wow. No, I didn't realise that.
I don't know. I hope so.
So yeah, cards and project that were made last week, Jess is saying, including the Halloween ones.
Yeah, got a big box of everything right here.
Yes, got a big box. I can see a big box of the goodies, and lots of you are saying giveaway, which is what you need to type in the comments to be in with a chance.
Yeah, definitely. So we're just going to chop this down slightly. So I'm going to do it just under there.
I'm going to show Amy the iPad. Look at everyone. Look at it, just giveaway.
Definitely,
just giveaway.
because
You're
look at
all
the prizes we
wanting to be winning them.
Yeah. So we've got our first piece to go onto there. So it's going to sit. I love the colours in this one. They're just stunning, aren't they? And then this one, we need to do. I think if we do it to there, it might just fit. Let's try it. This needs to be 5 3/4. Look at that. So you could save that as a panel, couldn't you? Like as a border strip to use. And you've got 2 lots, so you could sort of. So this one is going to go straight onto our gold mirror.
She's got a little bit of an Art Deco look, I think.
Definitely, haven't
Yeah.
they? And I love this one because you've got sort of lots of different colours in here. So you've got this lovely green, but you've got the pinks, you've got the purples, a real sort of selection in there. And then this one we are going to stick onto here. I feel like my tape's running out. So
What's funny as well, I'm not sure if I've said this yet on Hunky Dory TV, but the actual time of Art Deco I'm not a fan of. Crafting with Art Deco, I absolutely love it.
Yes.
And I know it might sound really strange,
yeah.
because I'm crafting with the images of that time period, but as a whole, I'm just not a fan of that time period, but I love crafting with it. I think it's the style, the colour style and patterns.
Yes. So let me take this out and then we'll be able to show you. So all I've done is go through your nesting dies and find a circle die that is going to cut this frame out. So you could use your craft knife and do it, but I'm going to try and do it with this. So let's stick that down. We're going through 2 layers on here, so we may need to just go through twice. So let's put this through the die cutting machine. And what I'm going to do, because our plates are quite worn, just put a piece of paper over it. Hopefully that will protect it. These plates are getting worse, aren't they? Yeah. Definitely need some new ones. So just running it through, we'll see if it needs to go through again, because we're going through the cardstock and the mirror, but we'll have a look.
Yeah, I'm curious so you can get the Art Deco vibes as well.
Perfect. So you can see how well that has cut there. So let's bring in our card. So the first thing we are going to do is put this down onto here. So I've only gone to my dotty tape runner because my other ones run out. I would definitely use your other one normally. So this is going to stick onto the bottom here, and then this is going to go onto the front here, and then we need to cut out that aperture again. So we've got two options. We can either do it with a craft knife, or we can go back in with the die. What would you tend to do, Craig?
Die.
Let's do that then.
Yep. I saying that though, since joining Hunky Dory, I've been using my craft knife a lot more.
A lot more, yeah.
Yep.
So let's just add that onto there. We can kind of just see about where we need to put that.
That's exactly the sort of thing that I would do, Amy, as well.
There we go. So should be there or thereabouts, shouldn't it? So put that through again. Yeah, I think people like Anne-Marie and Natalie, like Kat, they love the craft knife, don't they, for fussy cutting.
It's when I see, certainly at Anne-Marie, when she's using a craft knife, you know, on the background card.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow.
I know. So let's see if that has cut through. Perfect. So just take those off, and then this hopefully will fit. Perfect.
Spot on.
So if you haven't got a die cutting machine, you could use your topper, couldn't you? Your frame from your topper, and then just go around and use your craft knife. So there are other options as well. So that is what we've got so far, and then we're going to come in with that topper frame and just add it onto there.
It's like she's playing peekaboo.
Oh, we're going to cover up in a minute, but we will still see her. So
I wonder if they played peekaboo back then.
Yes. Who hasn't? So let's just line this up.
Should maybe have a game. I've not played peekaboo for years since my little nephews
I'm sure it's
were
a
little.
TikTok that Jess can come
I'm
up
sure.
with.
Can I just say the TikToks and well the reels Jess has been doing lately have just been so fun. That one with Nat.
Oh yes.
I don't know what made me laugh more, whether it was the reel in general or both Anne and Dan.
Just acting like nothing was happening around them. So we've got a piece of cardstock here. It's 4 inches by 2, and then we just want to score at 1, 2, and 3. So you've got your 4 panels there, and then we are going to come in with another one that is just 1/2 inch by 2, and just score halfway at the 1. And then all we need to do is fold this one over.
You guys at home are going to make us all blush this morning. Christine is saying, fabulous demos from Amy as usual. Great presenting from Craig. So enjoyable to watch.
Oh, thank you.
It's lovely.
That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Exactly.
All the fun. So, and then what we're going to do is take your piece of card and we are going to put it up to here. Again, definitely use your red liner tape, but for speed I'm just going to do it. But you want to make sure that your card still folds, so just do it like that so that you know you've still going to fold it. And then the other panel, just add your tape to that top one there, and then if we close it down, and that is the shape that you want on the inside of your card. And then this piece here, you've just got this V. It's only 1/2 inch wide and 1 inch and 1 inch. But then this one, just add tape just to the one side. And then again in the middle, just place that like that. So can we see? Yeah? Yeah. So it stands up like that. Then what we're going to do is bring in our topper, and we're going to need to, let me do it onto gold because we've got some. Because I want to keep that outer frame, we're going to just put it onto some gold, just so that we know that it's going to stay together. And in fact, what I'm going to do is put it on the reverse, and then cut around it, and then it's going to have gold on the back. So if we do see the back of it, then it's going to be okay. So just going around.
Pamela is saying, which is pretty much summing up what everyone's been saying within this show, Amy, you never failed to produce such stunning cards. You are a true inspirational.
Oh, thank you.
There's so many been like that as well,
I just
Amy.
absolutely, I mean, I say it all the time, I just absolutely love it. And just try and think of different ways, isn't it, and new ideas.
It shows.
And just
so.
sharing, isn't it? We're all here for the same thing, aren't we? So you've got that on the back there as well. So now all we need to do is put our sticky onto this part here. And then if we put that, so it just sits in there. And then what it does, it sort of lifts up on that angle on the inside. And it does, if you hold it back like that, it does stay open. So what you could do is put another piece of cardstock, because you are going to see this bit.
Yeah.
It's worth covering that part as well. And then what you can do, it does stand up on its own like that. So you've got that. If you wanted to, you could take, I can't even find the pad now, I've made such a mess. You could take your sentiment and do it almost like another kind of way to do an easel, isn't it?
It is.
So you could put a stopper there, but look, you can see even with the aircon, it's just staying open. And then let's just put a quick sentiment on. Let's do.
I like how at the start of this you said that you're doing a 6x6 card. Which it is, but it's not just any 6x6 card.
You should know me by now, Craig.
Now.
I don't usually do a 6x6, but I thought this is going to be. And because it stands up on its own, you kind of, I mean, I'm sure I'll probably do an 8x8 version, won't I? So we're going to put our happy birthday just down there. And then I think, let me just do, let's do this one, Queen for the Day. And that can go there. As I say, definitely cover that panel there as well. But you can see you've got that. So you could have it open like that, but then when it opens up, it just puts that topper sort of on a bit of a slant, doesn't it, as well?
It does.
But just another way, and that is just having that little cube in the base there.
Brilliant.
Just another idea.
Brilliant, Amy. It really, really is. Answering Shadia's question, always make sure you go back onto Amy's Facebook page, because you always post your makes.
Oh, yes, I will do, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, will do.
You can do that, and comments, gone crazy again. Absolutely loving what you've just done. Right, before we wrap up for this Monday, we're going to announce the winner, of course, of all of the cards and the projects that were made last week. And the winner is...
Can I put mine in from today? Am I not allowed? I'll put mine in from today as well, Craig.
Even better. Even better. Including today's ones, they're going to be going to Samantha Finch. Congratulations. Well
congratulations.
done, Samantha. So you're going to be winning everything that was made last week, including the Halloween show and including
today's, yeah, I'll put them in, yep.
So,
Oh, well
brilliant.
done.
Well done. We will get that sorted for you. So, congratulations. Well done. Rightio. So, you don't actually need to go far. Well, you do and you don't. Head across to Hobby Maker's social channels because Anne-Marie and Stacey, they're going to be live, in what, half an hour's time?
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
It's going to be good. So they're going to be live from in here, which is why I think Jess is getting a bit itchy. It's just like, yes, come
Yeah,
on,
I'm only
come on.
I'm only 7 minutes over time. Come on, this is good.
Yes, so if you go across to Hobby Maker's social channel, 12 o'clock here in the UK, you'll see Adam with both Anne-Marie and Stacey. So you'll have them. And then tomorrow, you're going to have, Bex is going to be on at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock with the new pocket pads. So excited to watch that one. Cannot wait. And then tomorrow, right here on Hunky Dory TV, it's myself in Demonstration Station and Anne-Marie is here, and it's Tuesday, so we're going to be doing, Technique Tuesday, which is all about shakers.
Oh, exciting. I love
So
a
we're going to
shaker
have
card.
fun. So I'm not really going to prep much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be having a think tonight, and then we're going to have a little bit of a play tomorrow. Clockwork Curiosities, the new little books, and geo design pads. They're kind of like the three things that I'm going to incorporate. So thank you so much to everyone for all of your lovely comments. It's been incredible to see and read them. Amy, as always, thank you very much.
Thank you to you too. What a great show.
Really good
Loved
show.
it. Thank you.
Really
Thank
good
you to
show.
everyone.
Jess, thank you very much as always.
Thanks,
as
Jess.
well. Have a lovely rest of the Monday. Watch Anne-Marie and Stacey 12 o'clock, half an hour if you're watching live. I'll be on that side tomorrow with Anne-Marie. We'll see you then.